How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the first piece of E3 coverage here on Push Start. We're getting ready to watch the Ubisoft Forward presentation, which I think is the first presentation of E3 2021. Who knows if you're going to actually see this video? The word going around today is that E3 will be taking down a bunch of people doing reactions and streaming the event. We're not streaming this. I'm filming this, and I'm gonna put it up afterwards. So maybe that makes me safe. Who knows? I don't think they're gonna notice me. Maybe they will. Who knows? It seems a little ridiculous. I feel like you would want as many people promoting your product as possible, but hey, I guess not. So yeah, I admittedly not the biggest Ubisoft fan. There are games that they have made that I have enjoyed. But looks like this year we're going to be focusing on new Tom Clancy stuff, the new Rainbow Six, the new Division, which I think is called Heartlands. I'm sure we're going to get plenty of Far Cry 6. Maybe they'll talk about some of the Watch Dogs 2 stuff coming out. I think that's the trailer right here. The one in the stupid not Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs Legion. I think that's what we're seeing right now while we're waiting for things to get started. And then Nintendo leaked a game this morning by accident. I'm sure. I think they just had the store page go up a little bit too soon. Oh, it looks like we're getting characters from previous Watch Dogs into Watch Dogs Legion. That's cool, Wrench. Yeah. Excuse me.
I need you to pay attention.
They leaked a new Rabbids Mario game, so I'm sure we'll see something from that. But yeah, you know, I don't know, I'm always kind of hit or miss on Far Cry. I didn't play Far Cry 5. I played the first one. I think I didn't play 2, and then I played 3 and 4. And I don't think I ever finished any of them. I was actually curious about Far Cry 5 because it's on sale right now for like $9 on the PlayStation. I was like, maybe I picked that up. And actually, my wife was talking to me earlier today. She was like, is there anything that Ubisoft makes is anything that I'd be interested in? And I was talking to her about what they do, and she was actually kind of curious in Far Cry, so I showed her the Far Cry 5 trailer and the Far Cry 6 trailer, and she seemed pretty excited about Far Cry 6, so maybe we'll end up playing Far Cry 6 at some point when it comes out. I think it's coming out in the fall.
Oh, not like that!
But yeah, never a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I played the first one. I really liked the first one.
My bad.
I played the second one. Didn't particularly care for it all that much.
Now I
played the third one to completion. And then I think that's the last one I finished. I played a little bit of... The names all blend together. It was whatever the first one... Or maybe they only did one. The one that was in, like, ancient Egypt. It was that Odyssey, maybe. I honestly can't remember all the names of them. I played a little bit of that, but those games, to me, I think that a few installments ago in the franchise, they kind of settled on, here's the gameplay loop, here's the grind. And I don't mean grind in, like, a derogatory sense. It's just like, here's the loop. Here's what this game is. And it just wasn't for me. But I know people that are like super, super into those games. And it looked like Valhalla, people liked it, you know. Maybe they'll have some Valhalla DLC potentially to talk about. I think they've already done DLC for Valhalla, so maybe not. I have to imagine Far Cry 6 is the big focus here. I will say that trailer, you know, the initial kind of cinematic trailer with the dictator and his son and the grenade, I mean, that sells a story pretty well. You know, it's a well-made trailer. And obviously I got it fresh on the brain because I just watched it like an hour ago. And then we sat down and watched a little bit of gameplay. I guess they put some gameplay of Far Cry 6 out last week. And it looks nice. I didn't realize they're going to go with like such crazy over-the-top weapons and stuff like that. That was kind of news to me, so that's cool. You know, maybe that's a nice little twist that'll, you know, maybe get me interested in playing the game. But looks like we're under 30 seconds left. I'm gonna try to not ramble too much over everything. I kind of made the mistake the last time I did one of these, and to be honest, I've been doing a lot of talking over the past day or two, and my voice is kind of starting to go. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, 10 seconds left, and see what we're getting with Ubisoft. I do want to give a heads up right now. You know, this is in the middle of the day on a Saturday, so you may hear people mowing their lawns in the background, motorcycles, dogs obviously awake, so it could be barking and stuff. So apologies there if any of the noise becomes distracting. I'm not sure how much will get picked up. But yeah, let's check out this Ubisoft
Hi everyone,
Forward.
and welcome to Ubisoft Forward. I'm Neelam.
And I'm Yusuf. We're so thrilled to be back hosting Ubisoft Forward.
The set.
Over the next hour, we'll be your guide for all the latest news and exciting announcements coming from Ubisoft.
We've got so much in store for you today, including deeper looks at Far Cry 6, Riders Republic, and Rainbow Six, plus a few other surprises you'll find out about soon enough.
Neelam, I'm excited. We're filming this together. We got this gorgeous set. E3 is back. But I know why y'all are here. You want to see games, so let's get right into it.
The Rainbow Six operators are facing off against an evolving and deadly threat.
Siege
You'll no
became
doubt have
huge.
noticed that the alien parasite has spread to new
became
areas.
Huge.
It's time to suit up and step into the containment zone.
Here's a deeper look at Rainbow Six Extraction.
So Rainbow Six Extraction, that was Rainbow Six Quarantine. They changed the name. I think it was a foregone conclusion that they were going to change the name.
So much peace, staring into the heavens, until a piece of it fell.
I don't know if this is another competitive game similar to Siege. Siege still does very well, so I can't imagine they would want to replace it right now. So I'm wondering if this is going back to previous Rainbow Six games that were more story-driven.
It could be contained, but it evolved.
All right, San Francisco.
So we did too.
One of our own is MIA. I need an extraction team, now.
I apologize for the coughing.
If there's a way to stop them, you will find it. But I know you will find me first.
Maybe I missed it when they initially showed this game off, but I don't remember this having like the whole alien feel to it. But that's kind of cool. It's something different. Oh boy. I will do my best to edit out those sneeze noises and coughs. My allergies are through the roof today. It's, the second I went out this morning, it was no bueno. Aliens, for whatever reason, remind me of like Prototype, kind of. Ooh, there's like spikes coming out of them. I always kind of like that as a mechanic in games, an enemy that kind of has that grenade effect after you kill them, so you need to be a little bit more thoughtful with how you take them out. You can't just like melee them to death, because then you're going to take damage after the fact. Oh, that's cool. I can see that being neat in the game, like seeing the trails of the goo and then them popping out, That's neat.
Countermeasures. Check. Make for the exit.
Oh. Definitely a little predator-ish in the facial design. Oh.
Target the breacher! Now's our chance! Nomad, blow the door!
Okay.
Cover me!
Alright. I don't know how far along this game is. They talked about it a while ago. I'm sure it got delayed because of just everything going on last year, but maybe we get some gameplay? Some gameplay would be nice. September? Okay. Coming out on everything minus Switch. Makes sense. No gameplay? Or are we going to like visit the...
Now I know you must have a ton of questions after seeing that trailer.
Okay, yeah.
And we have answers, as well as a full gameplay walkthrough coming up, so hang tight. My name is Richard. I'm your resident community developer coming to you from North Carolina. We're thrilled to be back to give you an introduction to Rainbow Six Extraction.
It looks like a very nice setting for an office.
With me today in Montreal, I have Bruno Lalonde, our lead technical director, and Alicia Fortier, game designer, to help walk us through. Alicia, what can we tell our players about Extraction?
Extraction is a 1 to 3 player.
So it is, okay. It's, well, not competitive like Siege. It's not like PvP, but okay.
But it's going to be completely different, because this time, you're not fighting against each other. You're coming together to face an unprecedented, evolving alien threat.
I'm hoping that if you play by yourself, you get 2 other AI companions.
This time, as you progress through the game, you'll unlock new ability upgrades and a whole new arsenal specifically designed to take on this new threat.
So the operators we just saw in that trailer are very familiar. But what happened to Hibana?
She got captured. In Extraction, you're always putting it all on the line. If your teammate falls during an incursion, you're gonna go missing in action. You can't play MIA operators until they're safely recovered.
Okay, that's cool.
You're gonna have to come back together to get back in there and get them out.
Like a sort of corpse run, but it ties into the whole Extraction,
you risk losing all your
Extraction theme.
So stay on your toes and weigh every move you make.
Balancing that risk and reward scenario is going to be tough. Bruno, can you tell us a little bit more about the alien
This is
threat?
so weird. Like, he's just like... I get that he's not actually talking to them. This is all like pre-recorded, but they're just like standing in hallways. They're not even like feigning that they're on like a Zoom call with each other or anything. It's just, okay, here's the most interesting looking hallway we have in this building. Go stand in it.
The parasite has spread to 3 new regions, emerging in several containment zones within New York,
San Francisco, New York. Oh, Alaska. All right.
This is what we know so far. Within the containment zones, the alien ecosystem is in a continual evolution, as incubation nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map in reaction to the player presence.
The parasite is always spreading, always evolving, but it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing.
So is this like a persistent online thing, or is it just while you're playing, things can pop up, you know, wherever, and you have to go deal with it? I'm kind of curious what that is.
The map once your presence is detected, slowing progress and helping the Arkeens. Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer are the long-range spiker, the explosive breachers, the shape-shifting tormentors, and the apex.
Okay.
There's a lot more species of Arkeens and mutations that have been observed. More to come on that very soon.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more of the details. We still have crossplay
They need to bring
talk about.
Ubisoft Plus to consoles.
That's right. Extraction will bring everyone together regardless of the platform. And for our Rainbow Six Siege community, we have exclusive unlocks for you in both games.
That makes sense. Tie it in with Siege.
You've been waiting long enough.
All right. Check out
Let's
this.
take an exclusive first
check out
look
this
at some gameplay footage. Here is Rainbow Six Extraction.
First person.
Welcome to Rainbow Six Extraction.
Rainbow Six
the
is
new tactical
pretty much
co-op shooter
always
game
been first
where
person.
Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a mission to investigate anomalies identified at the Orpheus Research Center in Alaska.
It's always going down in Alaska.
Additional instructions.
We need new data on the parasite's underground
This looks nice.
It keeps evolving, adapting. Plant auto trackers on dormant nests. Don't destroy them.
I always love in Ubisoft gameplay. They always have people, whoever's playing the game, always acts like they're in a movie. Like players never do this stuff. You almost, who's checking down the, down their sights when they go down an alleyway or,
That's a grunt.
cross a path.
To incubate and bring to life?
I remember that Wildlands one where they were like communicating like this was like happening to them in real life. It was just so ridiculous.
Including operators.
Eliminate my target.
So stealth tactics are the way to go.
If you're playing with randoms online, somebody's already shouted a racial slur and run all the way down to, like, inside that building.
For our React scientists.
So a headshot just makes them kind of, like, poof and disappear? I guess that's what happens when they die. They just kind of burst. Alright, so you got staple gun, the egg.
The parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects the whole ecosystem. Alert an Archean, and a nearby nest wakes up too. Archeans move faster.
Oh, it's like reverse Splatoon.
The squad can use their React light to see bioluminescent properties on Archeans.
Bioluminescent butt.
The contrast helps to better identify targets.
Ooh, I always appreciate a game that allows you to shoot through walls like that. It's always a nice little touch.
Just gave me the thumbs up. Good job.
A scientist gave me a thumbs up.
Helps the team determine the best approach to take them out. Spotted a rooter. It can immobilize anyone in front of it, so Sledge will swing around back.
That's cool. I like that you can approach it different ways. That's nice.
Get out of there.
I know, like, the destructibility is a big part of Siege, so it's nice to see them take that technology and put it into something else, you know.
That was close. Here, the team can regroup and resupply.
I think the big thing that's not really coming across in this is it doesn't seem to, like, these aliens are that much of a threat. I get that there's different tiers of aliens, but all of these have gone down in just a handful of shots. They don't seem super difficult to deal with. Okay, so that gets rid of the goo. Oh, they're having a meeting.
It's right there. React blade, do your thing.
That target is finished.
Okay.
One down. We're not done yet.
So I guess it doesn't matter if you step on this stuff, because it definitely seems like they're stepping on it.
Don't put it to death just yet.
Because a second ago it made it seem like you really shouldn't. Maybe. I know. I guess he's. No, he's definitely in it. Okay. So I guess you can walk on it. A lot of technology. That's always fun. I like when you get options. I like when you don't have to just stand there and shoot. You can try to do other things. I mean, sometimes it just boils down to you standing there and shooting, and it doesn't matter what game it is. Okay, that's a big part of Siege right there, like blocking off rooms and stuff. I'm curious if this is just the same engine. I imagine it probably is. It's different enough that it doesn't feel like it's just like a palette swap and it's a new Siege. But it was probably a really smart design decision by them to take all of these mechanics and technology that they already developed on a successful and popular game and be able to do something this different with them. So good on them for that.
Wow, that did it. Take out the leader. No leader for the Archies to follow.
Another objective completed. The squad can either
I can see this doing really well. I think there's quite a bit of people out there that would like to get into Rainbow Six, but maybe feel intimidated because there's so much content to it, and people have been playing it so long, and they're at such a high level that it's just like the barrier for entry is too high. So maybe they could just get in fresh with this. So I could see this doing really, really well. This could end up being big. Because, you know, if you don't remember, you know, Siege was a slow burn. It took a little while for that game to take off. That was not an overnight sensation. That took a little bit. Okay, so now you're finally starting to get overwhelmed, and these guys look like they, so that's nice. You know, you build up to it, you know. Oh, that little flower design, that's cool.
The elite will show up any second.
It's like the head is the seed.
Enemy located.
So I'm curious because they showed like that kind of like reverse Splatoon thing where they were getting rid of the black goo on the ground. With the guys that skitter across it and come out of it, can you remove it to prevent them from having a path, or do they just create their own path? I think that could be an interesting gameplay mechanic that's not really coming across here.
We have an operator in stasis.
Oh no, the installation got him.
Now MIA.
MIA is in this game?
I don't know if you can hear this, but we're mounting a rescue. Hang tight.
Really subdued music to this. Cool.
You heard it.
You know what? This looks cool.
Underway. React still needs you.
Definitely not what I thought it was going to be, and that's nice. I like that it's a totally different
time
direction.
to unite and stand together against this emerging threat. Squad up with friends in co-op, or step into the containment alone.
Stay tuned for more Rainbow Six Extraction intel coming very soon.
If you think fighting aliens is tough, try learning guitar.
Well, that was
Whoa,
a segue.
new Rocksmith?
10 years ago, Rocksmith redefined music learning by introducing the first console
Why not?
game that
Why not
taught
bring it
millions
back?
how to play guitar.
Whether you're already an expert or just starting out, Rocksmith has an approach that's for everyone. A fun and interactive way to learn
I had
guitar,
Rocksmith for
playing
my
your favorite songs.
PS4,
And in the decades since
and
its
I
release,
messed around
our
with it. It
community
was, I
and its
mean,
impact have
I
only
was able to
amplified.
learn from it.
This year,
you
let's
know,
turn it
I
up to 11 and
didn't
see
stick
what's
with
next
it,
for Rocksmith.
but it does work. I can tell you that it does work. There are probably so many people that were stuck at home last year that started learning how to play guitar. This is smart. Make it so you could do it on anything. It doesn't need to be tied to a console. Absolutely the smart way to do this. I'm curious because this woman's playing an acoustic. You know, previously you needed to plug in. It had like a 1/4-inch cable that went to the system to be able to detect the guitar. And these people do not look like they are plugged in. Having the video lessons, that's nice. You know, I'm somebody that self-taught myself how to play an instrument, and in hindsight, I think I wish I would have had something like this. Because, you know, you can be self-taught and become amazing at an instrument. You really can. But there are many times where you're self-taught and you develop very bad mistakes. Or very bad habits, I mean. So having something like this is nice, you know. I learned how to play drums when I was a kid. I was about 9 years old when I started how to play, and definitely, you know, messed my wrists up because, you know, I held the sticks the way I thought I should be holding the sticks, and did that for years and years and years, and developed some really bad wrist issues. And having a music teacher, you know, right there, or like a piece of software or something that could have been like, here's a video, or somebody physically saying like, that guy looks like Aaron Rodgers. You know, somebody physically like showing you like, hey man, you're holding the sticks wrong would be really beneficial. So to
Rocksmith is what I wish
to have this for guitar, I mean, this looks like a really incredible evolution on a piece of software that's pretty good. Rocksmith was good. Rocksmith worked.
A new interactive music learning subscription service.
Okay, subscription service. Yeah, it makes sense. Everything's a
Learn how to
subscription
play
service
guitar and bass by playing along to master recordings of your favorite songs. Connect your instrument to your PC, console, or
okay,
mobile
so you
device
do need to
real-time.
You do need to connect. Okay.
Connecting. With
I figured you were
Rocksmith
going to
Plus
have
will be
to.
easier than ever.
I don't know
Now
how
that
they
you
would
can use
pick
your
up
phone as a
otherwise.
microphone.
You know, they could probably
Download the app,
detect whether you're in
log
tune
in,
or not.
sync to Rocksmith
But
Plus, set it
beyond that,
down,
like, how are they
and
really
play
going to
along.
tell you're
Now,
playing
acoustic
correctly?
players and electric players with amps can use Rocksmith Plus with no extra gear needed. It's a game changer.
No, these people are not plugged in. So what is the plug? Guess I wasn't paying attention. I guess you don't need to be plugged.
All songs in the library will have chord charts that'll be perfect for rhythm players who want to learn the foundation of a song to hum and strum along to. We'll still have the note-for-note, authentic arrangements for players that want to play songs exactly how the artists originally played them. And each week, we'll release a steady stream of new authentic arrangements to keep growing.
That has got to be a painstaking process to really break down every note of a song and turn it into the way that they do things here. I mean, jeez.
Your subscription will give you access
Ubisoft
to
definitely had to find some like truly exceptional musicians that have the brain to do that, because there are a lot of musicians that are high level musicians that cannot then translate, you know, what they're doing into notation or when I was playing in bands, you know, a lot of guitar players I was playing with, they couldn't read music. You know, they could read tabs, and tabs are very different.
Adaptive difficulty.
So it's kind of a misconception that, you know, if you know how to play an instrument, then you also know how to read music or can also translate your music into a written form.
Improve those features in Rocksmith Plus and are introducing new ones.
It's tough.
Beginner and intermediate players will benefit from more personalized learning, thanks to an enhanced recommendation system and more robust progress
I would
tracking.
love to see something
Players
like
won't
this
just
for
see
piano.
their growth on a single song. They can now monitor their progress.
I know that
technique
these
by
days, you know,
technique
piano
across
lessons
the
are.
board.
I mean,
And
you
overall,
just go on
offer a better
YouTube
sense of how
and
you're
learn how to play
improving
piano.
over
I'm
time.
sure, but I would like to
Advanced
see something
players will
like
be
this for
happy to
piano.
know we're introducing a new Rocksmith tablets review. That way you can
Okay,
take
so they're doing
advantage
tabs.
of Rocksmith Plus's
Yeah.
song library and practice
Makes
tools
sense.
in a format that's familiar and one that will hone your tab reading skills. We're excited to announce that you can register for a chance to participate in our closed beta right after the show. Visit our website at rocksmith.com to get an early look at Rocksmith Plus and help us test and create the future of music.
The reason
learning.
why I would say
Thank
piano
you
is such
so
a good
much
idea is
to the
that so
amazing
many
fans
people
who have
are
enjoyed
doing
and supported
at-home
Rocksmith
producer
over the
work
past 10 years.
that want to make
jam together
electronic
with Rocksmith
music,
Plus
whether
for
it's,
another 10.
you know, okay, the trendy stuff like the synthwave stuff to the, you know, new like hyper pop stuff,
Register now for a chance to play the
or just
Rocksmith Plus
traditional
beta.
pop music, and the root of that is
Summer's
piano.
coming, and nothing
I feel
gets
like that
thrill
would be
seekers'
a
blood
nice
flowing
beneficial,
like bright sun and
or
fresh
nice
trails.
benefit.
And Riders Republic will give them just that.
Last year, you got a first look at our massive.
I have never
multiplayer
heard of this
outdoor
game. Did I
sports
just
extravaganza.
miss it
Since
entirely?
then, the
Outdoor
product's grown by
sports.
jumps and grinds.
Jumps and grinds. I must have totally missed this game somehow. Like jetpacks?
Greetings, thrill seekers. This is the Riders Ridge, the Republic's stomping ground.
Interesting.
From here, you can meet like-minded riders, manage your career, learn to nail those
This looks
wild
very
moves.
similar to Dirt.
Stay stylish.
Like that Dirt Festival
Share
menu
your creations with the
setup.
Republic. Stay on top of the latest news. And take up some
Interesting.
ferocious
Okay.
multiplayer action, like Free-for-All or Tricks Battle, our 6 versus 6 team competition.
So what sports? It looked like.
So, here's how
Okay,
it
so
works.
snowboarding.
Performing big tricks on the modules
Okay, so
will turn
definitely
the
not
red to
realistic.
blue.
That's cool.
Every trick that you stomp.
A game like this
your
needs to
team's
not be
overall score.
realistic.
Still with me? Okay. When your
Okay.
team has turned all the modules blue, you capture that district.
Okay, so
Which will help
snowboarding,
multiply
whatever that
your
jet
into the
flying
big
thing
time.
was, looked like BMX was in there as well.
Progress. To unlock more content, you gotta earn those stars.
This map looks a lot like the
So,
Trials
if
map.
you want to be the boss of your own career,
First person BMX, that's
the
cool.
world's most famous competitions are waiting for
Okay.
you.
If you can get like the real thrill of like downhill BMX like this, I mean that'd be pretty cool. I watched like helmet cam footage of people doing that. It is wild. Oh,
Now,
excuse me.
some might say the best parts of the Republic can be found in the city playground. we've got modules that you can slay for days. Maybe you're all about living on the edge. Either
those
way,
windsuits.
You gotta earn those stars.
I think Steep
right
had those. I played a little bit of Steep.
We've all got our preferences.
Okay. This looks like it gives you a pretty good sense of speed. I mean, that's what's really important in a game like this. I mean, obviously the feel,
I get it.
You know, the actual feel isn't the most important, but sense of speed is very much up there. This looks like a big combination of like Trials in a weird way,
right. Everything
with Steep,
you do counts.
and
Getting
maybe
those
the
stars
crew,
means more rad to be had. And
a little bit of the aesthetic of Dirt, I guess.
Something awesome to do as you reach new milestones and unlock more challenges.
Like real life sponsors,
It's the Red Bull Joyride.
Red Bull and all that. Makes sense.
It's
Whoa!
spectacular. It's the biggest stage.
Like
in
3
slopestyle
tail whips
mountain
there.
And guess what? You can play it versus your friends. There is so
I really,
so much
really like that they are not
More
going for
stunts.
complete realism here.
more sports. More events.
It's kind of that halfway point between, you know, like a game that's totally sim-like, almost like a Dave Mirra's BMX, which was very sim-like, a mix between that and like Tony Hawk.
When we say fun with everyone, we mean it. Look at all these riders.
That's
Does
cool.
this speak to you? Then don't miss out
That's
on
cool.
mass races.
The fact that they mentioned that it's mass races specifically leads me to believe that that's like a very specific game mode, or maybe it doesn't happen all the time and they're gonna be timed. I would hope that's not the case. I would hope that you could just like do this all the time if you want, because this looks cool. That looks fun. Like those I don't know what those things are called. I don't think they're real. I don't think we have jetpacks in real life. But I mean, having that with a ton of people, that looks cool.
The Republic awaits you, rider. See you soon.
I think they learned quite a bit on Steep, because Steep definitely didn't get them what they wanted in terms of a return and a positive reception. So I think that this is a nice step to the side to try something different.
Okay, so we've seen some of our favorite Rainbow Six operators battling alien parasites, but how's their day job going?
You know, ever since Crimson Heist, we're still trying to clear all those pesky Flores drones off the maps.
Year 6 is off to a blazing start, with Siege passing 200,000 concurrent players a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to drop in.
Siege content, all right. I've never played this game. I've always wanted to, but like seeing it in like the tight spaces, I don't know if this is the way it feels when you play, but that game just looks so tense, which is cool. I think that's a neat feeling to be able to pull off. To make you physically feel tension in a video game is it's tough. That's a tough thing to pull off.
With the community growing every day, we've been hard at work finding ways to improve your ability to play with your friends and meet new players. On June 30th, we are unifying our PC and cloud-based platforms for crossplay and cross-progression.
I didn't even know that was the
means that
logo
any player
for
on
Luna.
Amazon Luna,
That looks like the
Stadia, or
logo for
PC
something
will be able to
else.
queue into games together while having a unified account progression.
And for console players, in early 2022, crossplay will be available between PlayStation and Xbox platforms.
That's cool.
And the cross-progression will be available between all platforms.
That's good.
For these updates, we needed a bit more time in order to prepare and make sure they have a smooth launch.
Bringing these player bases together benefits everyone. It will finally allow you to play with your friends across different platforms. It also means that your progression will now follow you, anytime and anywhere you play.
We know crossplay is a feature a lot of you has been anticipating, and we are thrilled to see the enthusiasm its announcement has inspired. From your amazing fan art to the awesome cosplays, the Rainbow Six community is the lifeblood that keeps this game moving forward.
Yeah, this game has a really dedicated and devoted fan base.
It is because of you that Siege keeps evolving and growing.
To wrap up, here's a brand new animated trailer starring Thunderbird, the new Defender joining Team Rainbow. Check this out.
Ready? 6 years ago, I met a pilot. She saved my life.
Damn.
That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was my father's.
I wish I knew anything about this. This has zero context for me whatsoever.
Love, wisdom,
I know that there's like I think they call them operators, not heroes. It took me a long time to realize that the operators in the game are more than aesthetic. I always thought that there was just like, oh, here are essentially different skins, you know, different characters. I didn't realize that they had different abilities and things. You know, I never played the game. But it seems like there's a lot of them, like a decent amount.
What's happening?
Shh.
I'm trying to think. So we got what? I think this is probably an hour, 29 minutes left, most likely. So what we got? The Rabbids game, close with Far Cry 6. That's kind of their marquee game for this year. Maybe we get something else.
Wait, that's it? What happened next?
Why don't you ask yourself?
I mean, Far Cry 6 is kind of in like a holding pattern, right? Because it got delayed. You know, it should have been out. So it's like there's only so much they can talk about and only so much they can show. You know, I think they're just trying to maintain status quo with anticipation for the game to keep people interested in it.
Take a look at the incredible updates coming to our live games in 2021.
Okay, so this is a lot of the stuff that they were showing on the pre-show. I only showed a few minutes of the pre-show before we got started, but I had it up for like the past hour as I was doing other stuff, and it really was just kind of like a sizzle reel of trailers for this stuff. Miss Old Trackmania, where stuff was real weird. Pounce on water. Okay, I can see people really messing around with that. Turtles coming to Brawlhalla. I didn't realize Brawlhalla was Ubisoft. I always thought that was somebody else. Turtles are everywhere these days, you know. They just get licensed out to like whatever will have them for the most part. It's crazy. There's like 4 different toy manufacturers that have the Turtles license. There's, you know, they're in like 9 different video games at any given time. Pop up everywhere. I mean, walk into a Target and go to like the adult collectibles section, and it's, you know, there's just so much Turtle stuff. I didn't play enough of Watch Dogs Legions. I wanted to play more of it, but that game was giving me a real hard time on PC. I got it before I got my new graphics card, and my 1080 just couldn't do it. And then I got the 3080, and it was still having problems with that. And I was like, what is going on with this game? I just didn't know if it was like poorly optimized or what. I mean, it's so cheap now to get on like the PS5 and Xbox, so maybe I'll pick it up and go through it again. But that game just made some really weird decisions. Like, you know, they had that goal of having, you know, there's no singular player character, like everybody is a playable character. And I knew that the methods that they were going to have to go to make that a reality was a lot of copy and paste. There's a lot of copy and paste.
When you're in good company, there are no bad dancers. So move the coffee table, alert
Makes
the local
sense, new
homeowners
Just Dance.
association, and let's get loud.
People love these games, man. When I worked at a video game store, We sold so many copies of Just Dance. Special guest. Who we got? Am I gonna know who you are?
My name is Todd Recall, and I'm a singer, dancer, actor, director, and choreographer. I am super excited to announce that my song Nell's Hair Hips Hills is going to be a part of Just Dance 2022.
Don't know him.
But that's not all.
Can't sing, dude.
No. For the first time ever, the Just Dance team and I are collaborating to give you an exclusive version of my
You don't really
song
need to sing
for
anymore to
Just
have a
Dance
good
2022.
have a hit song, I guess.
I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, and then sashay. To me,
I imagine
Just
that song
Dance
is very
allows
big on
people to
TikTok.
express themselves through dance and to celebrate who they are and their individuality in such a fun way. Just Dance has transformed millions of lives, and I hope that this song brings you all so much joy, whether you're dancing alone or
I
with a
assume this
group,
guy is probably well
to work
known, so
out,
that's
or
nice
just
that they were
to
able to
have
get a
fun. It's
well-known
gonna be a great
person
time, and I
to
can
get
assure
more
you, you will
involved
not
with
just
Just
play.
Dance.
You will
He could probably
absolutely
lend a
slay.
hand to some of the
new
choreography
lyrics
for
were
the game and come up with some new ideas.
specifically for Just
So yeah,
Dance.
good on
And let
them.
me tell you something. They're full of sass because, you know, they were written by yours truly. But I guarantee they are going to give people so much confidence. That's the reason why
I imagine my
wrote
wife
Nell's
knows who
Hair
this
Hips
guy
Hills,
is.
and
I will
now
have to
it's
ask
been
her.
Just Danceified. I don't think they're ready for this jelly. I hope you all have just as much fun dancing to this track as I had making it. Oh, and one last thing. You will have the opportunity to be a part of the making of my new video, which will be released alongside the new Just Dance track. For more information on how to participate, darling, just check the link below. We got you. I cannot wait to see you all living your best life and being the most fabulous you have ever been. I will see you all in Just Dance 2022. Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, and then sashay. But I don't work for free. That's not the tea, hunty. So make it rain on
Ooh, Imagine Dragons. Coming out on everything? Yeah, everything. Doesn't say PC, just says Stadia. Interesting.
That's all.
It's time to get our Viking on.
More Assassin's
It was a
Creed.
big year for the new chief of the Raven clan, but your journey with Eivor is far from over.
Okay, so they will do some DLC. I thought they did deals. Maybe they did, and they're just doing more. I mean, you can milk these games for a while. I mean, it's not like this game has been out for super long, you know.
In November 2020, we released Assassin's Creed Valhalla. To our delight, it was the biggest launch for any Assassin's Creed game to date, and we have you to thank for that. Becoming Eivor, a Viking leader going on a quest to fight for a new home, is an adventure that resonated closely with many of you.
Gotta censor out that Rick and Morty
I
shirt.
certainly had fun exploring England
They're not
with
giving you
Eivor
money.
and stumbling across unique world events that left me with memorable side stories.
Thank you, Eivor.
We're amazed to see how you dedicated yourselves to the Viking lifestyle. You've led more than 300 million raids in total, and built more than 100 million buildings in your settlements.
These games are mega
Eivor
popular.
still has a long journey ahead.
There
and
are
we've
people
been
clamoring
continuing to
for a
offer free
Viking
updates for
version of these
all
games for a
players
really
to
long time.
enjoy
I have to
post-launch.
imagine, you know, because they did
These updates
Egypt,
include
and that was a big
time-limited
one.
festivals,
That the last kind
new
of,
quests, and
you
even
know,
whole new
big
game modes, such as the
demand,
River
I
Raids
think, would
update
probably be like feudal Japan,
Mastery
right? Like
challenges.
samurais. I mean, I know we got a very similar thing with Ghost of Tsushima, but
For instance, we'll be adding
I don't think that would
one-handed
prevent them
swords in the coming weeks.
from doing something.
The team is also working hard at tackling issues and improving the game experience for everyone. We've been tracking various known issues on our forums.
There are a lot of
and
bugs
also
with this
shared our
game.
complex
I feel like
bug-fixing
Assassin's Creed
process in a
games have
recent
been
dev blog. We
a
love
harbor
seeing
for
your
bugs
continual
for
feedback,
for a long
and
time.
we thank you for your patience and support for the game. On top of regular free updates, we're also building on Eivor's story and the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla through game expansions. Wrath of the Druids released a few weeks ago, allowing players to explore Ireland and battle a mysterious cult.
A lot
the
of Viking
Children of
influence in
Dany.
Ireland. That's cool.
our second upcoming expansion, you'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious battle in Viking history, taking place in war-torn Francia. You'll have to do everything in your power to uncover
it's a pretty looking game.
And form strategic alliances
if anything,
in order
it's got
to
that going
safeguard
for it.
your clan's future. Players may be excited to learn that black box infiltration missions are returning. This means you're given a goal for a mission.
The hell's a black box infiltration mission?
Expect new abilities.
They got grenades?
Gear.
I didn't know the Vikings had
and of
grenades.
Course, new enemies. Watch out for the Siege of Paris coming this summer. Assassin's Creed has long focused on the exploration of history.
So what, that come out last year? So what are we looking at? 2022, 2023 for the next one?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Hopefully at that point it's exclusive to like PS5 and Series X. You know, obviously PC, you know, they don't have to worry about doing the older systems. Really do a big step forward.
And follow
that looks
them in
fun.
their endeavors, big and small, while collecting exclusive rewards.
I love hammering metal into a tree trunk.
Whether you're an Assassin's
and
Creed
hanging
fan
out
with
of
a
the
heart for
monastery
history, or a student
with my
looking to supplement
friar
your knowledge,
haircut.
the Discovery Tour Viking Age will have you covered. Assassin's Creed Valhalla doesn't stop here. For the first time on an Assassin's Creed title, we'll be supporting the game well into its second year.
That means they're going to take their time on the next one. That's good. That's nice.
Active year for the game. We're already working on more expansions for next year. Something tells me that Eivor is not done with Odin yet.
I mean, Viking stuff's got legs, right? There's a lot you could do. There's a lot of story content you can create just from the simple topic of Vikings. So, good on them for continuing to go forward with it.
So you've seen some great games from us, but we also have news about the movies and TV series we've been working on.
That's right.
Our Ubisoft Film and Television team has some exclusive content to share. Up first is Mythic Quest, the workplace comedy set in a game development studio.
I've heard
that's
this is
streaming on
good.
Apple TV Plus. If you haven't watched the
I think
second
Apple
season
TV
yet,
Plus
here's a
is
look
like
at what you've been
one of
missing
the only
before
streaming
the upcoming
services we
season
don't
finale.
have.
Why do you have goosebumps?
This is an involuntary reaction to
Being inspired?
I was emotionally manipulated.
What's the difference?
And this is the one with Ashley Birch is on this, isn't she?
That's it. Except make it about me and not the world.
I feel really seen.
Oh yeah, there
and
she is.
hurt.
I don't want to see you or hear you.
The woman in the elevator, she looked
to get what she
familiar.
wanted.
She inspired us.
She emotionally manipulated us.
What's the difference?
Huh. All right.
Up next is an exclusive look at a new trailer for our feature-length movie, Werewolves Within. It's a whodunit with teeth that'll be coming to theaters June 25th and on demand July 2nd.
Hello, everyone. I am Josh Rubin, the director of Werewolves.
I saw the trailer.
And I'm Sam Richardson.
The trailer for this a week or two
Werewolves
ago, I
Within was
think.
based off a Ubisoft game, and we're so
Kotaku had
excited to
it.
bring you
I don't think it was
this
AV Club,
just for you.
and I watched it,
Check
and
it
it
out.
looked interesting. It's based on like a weird ARG or VR game or something. So it actually is based on a previous property.
Touch this door again, I'll shoot. Again.
Because my God, if you haven't seen it, the Assassin's Creed movie. Oh,
We need answers. It didn't disappear.
about 30 minutes into that thing, I had to go right back to the rental store.
It's not Emerson Flint. It's one of you.
Oh. Okay, well, look, we don't understand. Could you please come out?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ranger Wheeler. You could be one of them.
One of what? A what?
A werewolf.
Yeah, just say werewolf,
The roads
man.
are effed. Something's wrong with the generator.
Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
Yeah, based on the popular, popular video game you never heard of. I was gonna say, like, until I saw that
curiosity,
post,
who is
I'd
packing?
never heard of this thing.
We having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
Everybody's going, how the heck?
Not littering, I'm just excited.
Not judging, just watching it.
All right.
Follow Mythic Quest on Apple TV Plus, and be sure to catch Werewolves Within this summer, in theaters or on your on-demand platforms.
No hero story is complete without a great rival to match them. After all, even the most vile tyrant is a star of their own narrative.
When it comes to memorable villains,
here we go.
no one does it better than Far Cry.
Yeah, this was going around that previous villains from the Far Cry franchise would pop up in some way in Far Cry 6.
We have to get on that boat. Abuela, what the hell I'm gonna do with baseball cards? Do you have any idea what these are worth?
And they were showing Pagan, Voss, and Joseph Seed.
Always making new friends.
Danny, you're late. Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket for his family.
Bullshit. Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore. Come on, Marco. Let them on.
Vamos.
Good man.
I always really wanted to enjoy the Far Cry games more, but there are just some parts of the gameplay that I just couldn't get into. I really hate having to drive in first person. And I always thought their driving was a little on the janky side.
Don't worry about it, chamaco.
Here. That's all I've got.
This isn't right, Danny.
And it just made, I wouldn't say large parts of the game, but a significant part of the game, it felt like a chore, you know?
Same as the academy.
Please, no, this is a fishing boat. No.
I don't think that's a fish. That's a person. The sharks learned how to walk. Okay, so this is Dictator. El Presidente.
Before he was El Presidente, mi papa loved to fish. We would go out on a boat, just like this, and we would catch the fish.
Even if you don't speak the language, I don't know if you need the subtitle for mi papa into English. I feel like you could get that.
It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big, fat, juicy marlin, he was too proud to let that fish go.
Si, Tirano! You have poisoned Yana! You have poisoned your sword!
Nope. See ya.
I've caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
This guy is a good actor, but man, does he get typecast.
I have caught you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on his fucking boat.
Ooh, bad language.
13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch and release.
You've just seen another disturbing lesson from Anton Castillo, passed down to his son Diego as he grooms him to become the future ruler of Yara. The most important part of crafting a Far Cry villain
Does this guy have a cassette tape on a chain?
Shocking. It's that there's someone that could sit across from you at the dinner table and charm you into thinking that everything they believe, no matter how twisted or horrifying, could be absolutely true. That's the secret to Anton's power, and we couldn't be prouder to have him join the Far Cry family. Now, when creating Anton,
these guys take this stuff way too seriously. They're like cutting
because
wrestling
when you think Far
promos.
Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains, which makes today a very special day for Far Cry fans. Not only did we get to see into the mind of Anton Castillo, we finally get to unveil some of our post-launch plans. Our dream was to honor the Far Cry
Post-launch
villain's
plans
tradition
because we have nothing else to
and
talk about the
introduce
main game.
a
As the game is
brand
supposed to
new
be out by now.
It is time.
I love when they start talking about stuff that's going to happen before the game even comes out. I mean, I get that they have to, but it's just funny. So is this gonna be like an escape the villains kind of thing? Is this gonna be like an asymmetrical multiplayer thing?
You are alive. That is all that matters. What the fuck?
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
Man, I gotta bring that haircut back.
Where the fuck am I?
Okay, so this is like their version of like Blood Dragon. Okay.
I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants.
In my way.
Is this a test? A dream? An opportunity? Then I will not waste it.
Those look like demons. Okay. That's cool. Like big, like kind of like horror spin on things.
You are beyond salvation.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Little Wilhelm scream. So we're doing another one. Oh. Okay. No? You just get it? Okay. Interesting.
We're so excited for you all to check out this next game.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get my hands on this one.
So is Mario and Rabbids the closer? Man, that kind of takes the wind out of the sails a little bit with it leaking this morning.
We are now approaching our destination.
As silly and as goofy and as probably played out as they are at this point, I have always gotten a kick out of the Rabbids. It's just something about them. They're just so dumb, but I always... Yeah, it's just dumb in the best way. It's like, I can't remember what Rabbids game it was on the Wii where they're like trying to build like a tower to get to the moon and they're just like throwing shopping carts on it and stuff. I loved it. No. Is it Master Hand? This looks bleak for a for a Mario game. very sleepy Rosalina rabbit. Oh no! The way it was going up, it looked like legs. I was like, is Nights into Dreams the final boss of this game? To win Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, you must defeat the Sega Saturn. Still going. Or is this kind of like the wrap up here?
The whole team is super
Oh, okay,
proud of
they're
this
still
new
talking
game,
about, okay.
and I can't wait for you to experience it.
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And for this project, we didn't want to stop there.
Hi everyone, Mario and Rabbids are back. And I'm so excited to be back as well today to unveil our new project, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We are diving back into this unique crossover with even bigger ambition, expanding our universe on a major scale. This time it's not just the Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy to save. To do so, you will lead a brave yet reckless team of unique heroes, including some fresh faces like Rabbids Rosalina and other surprises. On their quest to repel evil across the galaxy, their spaceship
Can we put
will
this
bring
guy in the
them
game?
from planet to planet. They will be facing a powerful villain, Cursor,
Take his glasses.
an enemy unlike anything our heroes encountered before. But they won't be alone. By their side, they will have their new allies, the Sparks. These surprising creatures, born from the merge of Rabbids and Lumas,
As I say, this
will
definitely has
lend
a,
their wild
like a
powers
Mario,
to our
Mario
heroes.
Galaxy vibe to
Their
it.
natures and origin are at the core of our story. But let's keep some surprises for later.
After the tremendous success of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the entire team was moved by the amazing reception from players across the world. We were stunned by the love we
I
felt
think
for
Mario
this
and
unexpected
Rabbids, the
team-up.
first game, has the distinction
We know
of
we've been off the
essentially
radar
being
for a
the
while
only
now, as we wanted to
Mario
take the
game that
time
ever goes
needed
on
to
sale
bring
on the
this
Switch.
crossover to the next level. It's not just a new story with new enemies, new heroes. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope has big ambitions. It introduces new action elements into the mix that will push the boundaries of tactical games even further. That being said, we also wish to offer an easy-to-play experience for all players, yet hard to master for those of you that are willing to take the challenge. And you'll be able to experience this cosmic adventure exclusively on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
We can't wait to tell you more about the game soon.
There is an entire galaxy to save, and we cannot wait for you to experience it.
Oh, some gameplay. I mean, it's essentially like XCOM, right? You know? It looks nice, you know? It's not quite at that, like, look and feel of a Nintendo game. Because Nintendo just, it's always just a little bit more, you know? They really are the masters of their own console. They really know how to push that thing. They really know how to make those games look good. This looks nice. Yeah. Definitely not a bad decision to make a sequel.
So we're not done yet. Let's check in with our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Come on, Yves. What do you got for us?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
As you have seen, we have a fantastic and diverse lineup of games coming soon.
He is just like one of the most pleasant voices in all of video games.
Thanks to all the teams at Ubisoft for what they achieved, and for always striving to deliver the best possible game experiences. I'm humbled by their resilience, energy, and collaboration, especially during what has been a challenging year. I'm also proud of our industry's ability to bring together millions of players from around the world to share memorable experiences and moments of joy. This is one of the real powers of video games. And it is what motivates everyone at Ubisoft.
The room he's in looks like one of those like test rooms inside of an IKEA.
Thanks to
like you just expect to see like a price tag on everything in there.
We appreciate the trust you place in us. Your involvement in our games communities keeps them growing and vibrant. We want to create original, enriching, long-lasting game worlds. And your contributions, feedback, and support make it possible. We also are proud that some of the biggest names in entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universes. For example, you just saw Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, developed in collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure. And speaking of great partnerships, there is one more exciting thing we would like to show you today.
All right, what do you got?
It is a glimpse of the amazing journey that awaits you in one of the most beautiful but dangerous places of all. Brought to life by the latest version of our Snowdrop engine. I'm excited to share this first look with you now. Enjoy.
Okay. What do we got? This could be any number of things. Looks nice. Definitely aliens. Avatar? They're blue. Is this Avatar? I never saw Avatar, but I know Avatar is blue. Is this Avatar? I've just been handed a drink. Oh, this is warm. Would you mind putting this in the fridge? It looks like they're making an Avatar game. Did you see Avatar?
Never seen it.
I know they're blue. I mean, that's what they look like, right? Yeah. It was like up until Avengers, it was like the most. It had like made the most money at the box office. Did it? We gotta do some research here. Avatar Oscars. was nominated for Best Picture. It won Best Art Direction and Best Cinematography and Best Visual Effects. I don't know. I could never be bothered to watch it. What? No. I didn't realize we were gonna have guest stars on this. Where is Sigourney Weaver? Where is, oh, who's that guy that used to be in like every movie? And then he was in Avatar, and then like you don't ever see him again. Is it DJ Qualls? Was DJ Qualls in Avatar? Frontiers of Pandora. Next year. Nice! Just PS5 and Series X. There we go. Little sizzle reel for Ubisoft Plus. Ubisoft Plus isn't bad. I had it to play Legion. Then I got rid of it when Legion wasn't working right on my PC. But it needs to come to consoles. It needs to come to consoles.
That is crazy.
I'm honestly surprised because obviously they did the EA Play integration with Game Pass. I'm really surprised that Microsoft, maybe they have, maybe Ubisoft said no, but I'm really surprised Microsoft hasn't approached them to be like, hey, let's put this in Game Pass. That would, oh my god, that'd be like almost too much, right? That would make Game Pass, I mean, Game Pass is already such a crazy value. That would make it so much more. I mean, it would be insane, right? Maybe they can't. Maybe it would cause them to raise the price too much, you know?
Thanks to Eve and all the devs.
Yeah, I mean, why not give 60% off the first month right now? They don't have anything coming out right now, so it's not like you're going to get one of these games for free.
Learn some new songs in Rocksmith. Got an adrenaline rush from Riders Republic.
Winding things down.
Lit up the dance floor and Just Dance.
So I'm going to say, since we're winding things down, let's wind things down here. So that's it for today for E3 coverage. Tomorrow we'll be doing the Microsoft / Bethesda conference, as well as the Square Enix conference. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It looks like they're wrapping up, so I'm going to be wrapping up. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow for more E3 coverage. So take it easy, and we'll see you then.